Good day, humans. Good day, friends. Today's little title goes like this: Audacity to tell the truth, or courage to live the truth, or intent to be the truth. A lot of big words, but only one prevail: the truth. Truth is the only thing that will bring you out of this sleeping slumber, this not so audacious ignorance where many cowards just live under the leaf of betterment than somebody else, or being greedier than somebody else, or younger than somebody else, just for the sake of really what? To survive until next day, to hide their previous lies, or even funniest situations when the liar forget what was a lie yesterday, so he started inventing a new one, so he even catching himself or herself into a deeper shit. When you lose everything, but I mean absolutely everything, material, emotional links, family, are you still a person of any value? I would say yes, if any integrity left. Otherwise, if there's no integrity and you lost all your stock portfolios, all your housing rentals, and let's say all your fake relationships that they were really, when you see them, very, very fake, and you have no integrity through all this process, pretty much cleansing yourself, instead of pretending that you lost all your material and, let's say, tangible things that you can call yours, possessions, ownerships, then you're really screwed. If there's no integrity, you are a dead freak that still kind of walks, mostly whines, almost like a zombie, almost like a robot. As soon as robot is, let's say, run out of the juice or the battery, and battery in the human body is the creative or creator energy of our source. When this runs out, you are just a vessel that will disintegrate in a matter of a couple of months. Put anything underground, or just laying down on the ground, which has no life source energy. What's happened with this thing? Or once creature, once human, once an animal. It just goes, shrivels into nothing, skin disappears, then all the meat disappears, flesh, hair, and eventually just the bones left, and they can disappear after, let's say, a couple of decades or more. So what you see behind is not a lie. It is my courageous way to tell you the truth, because not too many so-called Jewish were killed in Auschwitz, Jasenovac, in Poland, in Warsaw, big camps. They were just people of all the different denominations, let's say religious, mostly Christians who did not agree with what Vatican and Hitler were doing through Europe. Why Hitler ended up as he ended up? Why Mussolini ended up as he ended up, hanging on the Plaza de Nomini, or whatever the name is, killed, basically executed. And he was so stupidly audacious to pretty much in 1929 sign a deal with the Vatican and obtained basically for Vatican City its own sovereignty. and pay the reparations and continue paying reparations to this particular day from Italian people, from all the other Polish, Croatian, and Serbians and so on, whoever so-called claim back their own land where the church was built, and churches were built everywhere. So as soon as the church was built, Vatican claimed this is their land. And not only the land of the building in itself, but we're talking acres and acres around. Sometimes all provinces, all the countries. Go deeper. Dig who's the real owner of Canada, British Columbia. Is this the one like similar as sounds like Washington, BC? It's the same shit. The owners are the Vatican through the Queen's canon and admiralty laws. So don't tell me that you don't want to hear this stuff, because this is the only thing that will matter for you to start telling your truth. This is my truth. Doesn't matter you accept it now or accept it down the road, it is still the truth. And this truth that I'm telling in my videos, in my writings, not only setting me free, but it's actually giving a chance to any others who can hear this and be audacious enough, be courageous enough to tell the truth. Because each one of us were involved in different aspects of life. Doesn't matter. Science, fake medicine, new age groups, religion, sects, and so on. And when we start bringing the real, intrinsic truths that we as a human feel that something was not right in Catholic Church, why we, for fuck's sake, we have to eat a Christ body and drink Christ's blood every Sunday? What are we, cannibals? Yes, we were. And many are still behaving like this, not even questioning how come they're so ill, how come they're so poor, how come they're always in lack, always in greed for something more. Because of that, because nobody want to tell the truth until now. And this is just recent, Second World War, 60, 70 years ago. So what? Somebody tricked us. Go 100 years ago. Start seeing how financial system completely fake. So who tricked us? It was our indolence, our absolute ignorance that we don't want to check what is really behind all these big words and big corporations and big governmental whatever buildings. So what majority of people are doing? A suicide, a very slow and almost like purposeful suicide, because they will do the same old lie a million times, expecting suddenly they'll feel better, they'll be healthier, they'll be richer or whatever, prosperous. It will not, especially not after 2017. You, my dear dudes, you're so fucked. I'm talking to all the liars. But watch the prosperity in health, in wealth, in their look of the truthful speaking beings, like Trumps, like Assange, like Hannity, Stackers, like Laura Ingrams. These are all the Fox narrators and the anchors, Lou Dobbs. These are the beings that will show you, they will in front of your eyes becoming healthier, younger, and more direct with the truths that they are really hurting you, because many of you are voting for Obama, voting for Hillary, wanna kill Trump, wanna whatever, impeach Trump. Hear them, see them, and the best of all, feel their words. Do not judge them the way how youngish they look, how really beautifully they are verbalizing all these ill deeds that Hillary and all the bunch of the cronies from the dark side were trying to implement on every single one of you. But this is just the first step. This is information to you. So what are you going to do with this information? That's the biggest challenge for every single fucking of you. You who think that your possessions are who you are. You who think that health can be found in the hospitals. Even the name, health. So you tracking straight to the hell when you go to the health institutions or health practitioners who are practicing a dark magic. So why they do this? Why they are so full of themselves? Because they were trained like this. And you were trained to be like a potty dog, retard, half human, who sits in the corner and just obeys every single rule that was given to you. So only when you become truly dedicated to your freedom, but you have to decide what for you freedom is. Only with your full dedication for the freedom, you will start truly live, or you will start living. Now you're basically dying, very slowly, very painfully, because you don't want to tell the truth, because you don't want to see or hear the truth. Same, I was thinking between this picture or monkeys who close all their openings, eyes, ears, mouth. So I see no evil, I speak no evil, I hear no evil. But you are evil within because you don't want to disclose what you just saw or heard or said. If you do something that is not up to your, let's say, integrity or morality level, you can undo it next second by apologizing to the person or to the situation or to the group of people that you've done. You cannot apologize if you've been in a camps, one of the guards or killers there. So, but you can find what these freaks were doing wrong and what is their result. Their result is death as almost like necessity. And reason why they cherish so much death? Because they cannot sustain their own life. Only through killing many, many millions of others. This is like a feeding frenzy. When they're going to die or close to their end, they are trying to find as many aggressive and desperate and poor people, poor not financially only, but poor in their judgment. And they will trap them and they will suck them until these people die, and these creatures extend their life for another 20, 30 years. Because this is what they were doing. Now, when Prime Creator says that's enough, it does not happening anymore. Yet, we live, or you live, in the notion that it's almost normal that you have to become you cannot come out of the slavery so easily. You cannot search for your freedom by your own choice. The government has to give you freedom because they will attack somebody else and they will kill Serbians in Serbia and you live in America, or they kill Iranians or now whoever, Lebanese somewhere else, and then you'll become more free because they will attack somebody else. This is no. This is almost like retard way of thinking. Yet you say no, you say actually yes to these actions. Yes, we'll go into, doesn't matter, Vietnam, Libya, Syria, whoever they were attacking last 40 years. Even Americans comes into Europe to save who? you understand how stupid this is? No. The Americans in the Second World War came into Europe to conquer, to put their bases, to conquer half of the Germany, to conquer Yugoslavia. They couldn't. So there was a pin, very sharp pin in their stupid eye. Yet in 91 or whatever, 89 to 91, they managed to break up Yugoslavia, blaming people who lived there. They were attacking each other. They created a civil war, bringing United Nations troops, and I vouch for this. All this is absolutely true because I was there. I experienced this firsthand. So whoever questioning this, come talk to me directly. Or find some people from ex-Yugoslavia and they will tell you what was really happening there. And it's very related with this absolutely horrendous shit that was happening in the Second World War in the middle of Yugoslavia, in Jasenovac. And nobody want to talk about it. In Jasenovac has no Jewish dead people. Couple of them because they end up not willing to give their, let's say, wealth to the Ustashi government. And why has been so many people actually killed? Mostly Serbians and many rich Christian families. Because the Ustashi took on the directive from Vatican, they organized the city inside Zagreb, which called capital city. This is another freaking city within the city, like London city or Washington DC city. It's like a country inside one city. Like Vatican is in Rome, Capitol Hill is in Zagreb. And in the midst of it, the huge church. I don't even know the name, doesn't matter. And you have the biggest fascist killer, Stepinac, inside this, like it's their messiah. The guy who killed hundreds of thousands of human beings. Doesn't matter. Serbians, Gypsies, Polish, Hungarians. He killed them all. And they cherishing it. In the middle of Zagreb, 2017-18, it's still there. Their bones, so-called, they have a hand of it or whatever left. Yet this creature was prosecuted by regime right after the Second World War when Tito took over, and they put him in jail. They put him in jail. They did not kill him. Yet suddenly he's dead. So you tell me that these kind of fascist behavior, it's something that should remain hidden, that should remain almost not disclosed because it's too painful truth. Yeah, I tell you, the truth will literally piss you off so much that you want to scream why I was part of this ever. Yet, you can go out of this. Realize that if you construct your integrity about your morality and about the truth that you want to say to the world, then you'll be able to survive fully, and then you'll be able to start living freely.